Which?
I can't. You know what? Right, you know what? Just for old time's sake, gentlemen, before we go any further, go wild.
Oatmeal!
Chelsea is shit.
Fucking mouth.
Evan, you are a little gremlin, mate.
Evan, remind me of the club you support, sir.
At least we're not full of
Evan, Evan, touch grass before you. Evan is a little poo.
Shut the fuck up.
Go and have a poo head.
Whoa, ayo. Wow.
Punisher, look at this guy.
My man. Okay, everybody. This is going to be an interesting stream. It's packed, stacked. Everybody is here. We've got, obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, family baby. And then we've got the Kanan, the wolf, the way of the brew. We've got Bob and Joe, Evan.
What's up, guys?
We've got CEO of Texas.
First said CEO of Texas.
And we've got Duke of Wellington.
Hey, don't
got
put that evil on my name.
Punisher. We've got Mamba, hashtag Go Heat.
If you know, you know.
We've got the GOAT. We've got Cobra Kai Nation. We've got TCK Films. And we've also got Cody, who is
frying up this meat, motherfucker.
Hey, yo.
Oh, well then.
Hey, yo.
Be careful.
oh, fuck.
You're gonna say something.
Now, throughout this stream, I'm going to be alternating maybe a person out here or there because StreamYard only allows for X amount of people. So, Chris, you will be in rotation, brother.
You vote in the comments who you want out.
But the thing is, I'm not doing a stream without any of my brothers. We've got all 11 of us here, all hands on deck. So, everybody, you know what that means. You know what that means.
Assemble.
When this guy woke up this morning,
he was white. Now, Danny, sir, like old times, read out the list that you have constructed for the stream, sir. But I also just want to say before you go any further, this stream is going to be chaos. So enjoy, sit back,
let it burn, let it burn.
Especially when we talk about Endgame.
Let it burn. Anyway, yes, I cut myself shaving. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Anyway, it happens. So let's get this thing started, people.
So anyone grab a grab of us with the glasses and add Chris on as well. So we got all like 11 of us. We've got all 11 of us.
Who's that?
Right, who's rustling? God damn it!
Yeah, it's Cody.
Cody. Right, carry on, Danny.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. So, for the first subject, we will be talking about the Power Ranger special, and then there should be some more of those. I know me, Jacob, Shamoon, and Adam, we were talking about that off stream. For our DC subjects, we're going to be talking about the Clayface has the director, and the Batman Brave and the Bold has the director, sort of. Okay, Machete, you kind of gave it away, but I know James got mad about that, but it is what it. Yeah, as far as Marvel Memory Lane, we are going to be talking about Avengers Endgame. Is this the Endgame, or is it not the Endgame?
oh boy.
Nah, that's not mine. But you know, to each his own if you like it or not. You know, you got your Marvel, and then we also got some more news. I got this sent from Mr. Evan Manister.
Oh God.
We're going to be talking about Sam Raimi. It might be the director of Secret Wars. And for the last part, it
My
is.
sauces are so good. What are you going on about? Come on.
Chris, send it, sir.
Question, what Evan's thoughts is like?
What are my thoughts about coming back?
And the last part, and the last part is going to be Cobra Kai. We get the last 15. We're going to be talking about 15 episodes, and Jackie Chan might be coming back, and we can go ahead and start, Jacob.
Fantastic. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be alternating people out here and there, just so that way we can squeeze us all in. That is literally the end game. So, Danny, remind me, what was our first topic again? The last 5 seconds were a madness.
Oh, we're talking about Power Rangers, my friend.
Oh, we're talking about
the
Power Rangers.
special.
Okay, perfect. Well, to be fair, I really enjoyed the 30th special. It wasn't like anything, you know, if you went, I really
Enjoyed that.
really enjoyed that. Shut up, Evan. If you went into it expecting
Freaking heaven, man.
Yeah, if you went into the Power Rangers special expecting anything other than what you got, like I saw people critiquing it, going, "This is awful." I'm like, "This is Power Rangers. This is what it's always been. It's just, you know."
Yeah,
so I enjoyed it. Now,
Wakanda Forever.
yeah. So, like, could they have done more? Absolutely. I think there was room for a lot of improvement. I think there was a whole lot more they could have done. But by and large, I did enjoy it for what it was. And I would like to see more. And I think what you open up with this is, I'm sure Danny, you'll agree, is exploring the morphing grid and explaining it, because there's no actual canon, like there's no actual explanation. It's just there. Like no one knows what it is. So having
the hardcore Power Ranger Netbeard fans can't even tell you what the morphing grid is. If they can't tell you,
if they can't tell you, then you know. Then you know. I'm going to take this.
I haven't heard you say Netbeard in a long time.
It's actually hurt my eyes now. I think these specials will open up the door for a lot of fun possibilities that we can really explore. And I think nothing should be off the table now. I think we can open the door to maybe a Cobra Kai type level of story with the show, potentially, with, you know, Zach and Billy and Parsley. Like, I mean, because for me, like, just imagine this is the roster. You've got Trini's daughter as the Yellow Ranger. You got in-universe JJ as, let's say, the White Ranger. You've got JDF's real daughter playing the Green Ranger. And then the rest of the other characters are like new characters. So we've got like our connective tissue, sort of like how we have Robbie and Sam as like the legacy characters in Cobra Kai. And then we have the new characters sort of like influxing in. That would be something that I would really enjoy. And I hope they do that. Because the Netflix special was quite fun, and I would like to see more. I would like to see it continue in some way, shape, or form. Now, as oatmeal Oreo. Now, as there is like 50 billion of us in this stream here, I'm not going to do it round by like. It's just not going to work. So, who would like to take over from me, Danny? I assume you know potentially you, because Power Rangers. You're a connoisseur in this. You know. So
for this one, there's already been some of the Power Rangers actors that watched the special. Like some of the people from Space even said that they want to go ahead and get theirs out there. So like they're begging Netflix. So hey, let's do a Space one. Come on, man! Like get back the whole group together. So I mean, Billy says he's going up into space, so you might as well go ahead and. Like have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers meet up with the Space Rangers. That'd be pretty dope. I mean, why the hell not? Oh yeah, RP JDF.
RIP.
Man.
RIP JDF.
Yeah. And oh damn. Jacob, stop making me cry, dog. Like, oh Lord. But yeah. For this special, I think I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's Power Rangers, and like I know me and Yinko and Shamoon, we watched it when it first came out, and like the reviews were coming in, and like these critics, oh Lord, the critics, this is too much Power Rangers for it being Power Rangers. It's supposed to be cheesy, as my man Adam will say. So I don't understand.
Fun.
It's like we said before, they don't know half the time what they're talking. They're probably smoking crack or stuck in a basement or stuck in a well, and you know some of the stuff they're talking about just doesn't equate to any sort of sense. So like you said, it's always going to be cheese in Power Rangers.
It's supposed to be a cheesy issue. It always has been.
Funny little ghouls they are.
That's not even cheesy. That's cringy.
Whoa, excuse me, what?
Demonetized.
Oh Lord.
There's a Hulk song.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else they wanted this special to do. To be honest with you, like what you were expecting, like you like.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's not a lot
I
like
hate that.
they could have done.
so
I mean,
much.
considering the stuff with JDF and then Austin's not in it, and then Amy Jo obviously didn't want to be involved, mainly because of JDF, or probably because of that. So like for what it was good, and it gave shine to characters that didn't really get it. So I enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
They did well with what they had.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a really good overall
mean-
special. There was nothing you can complain about unless, you know, you don't know what Power Rangers is, because it was Power Rangers.
And here's the thing: me and Danny, we talked about this a lot offline. We need to see like a revival series, like Cobra Kai kind of vibe, you know, with these characters. Billy and Zach got that Cobra Kai treatment, you know, like
I'm
Johnny
here
did.
for it.
I love
so
it.
good.
And
So
obviously,
good.
Yeah.
big shows are ending on Netflix by next year. Power Rangers.
I'm glad Henshin brought this up because they didn't do much with them, but they set something up for them, and I'm hopeful that is an omen.
And wasn't it the same? You said about the logo, very similar.
Yeah,
to
it's
SPD.
SPA instead of SPD, which is Space Patrol Delta.
Yeah, so it was SPA.
Power Rangers, Illuminati.
Yeah,
come on.
SPA, so that would be Space Patrol Alpha, because they would be the
That's
higher
also
ones.
a tease at SPD reunion too, because
Yeah,
I would
I
love
mean
that.
that is close as well. Like I think the 20-year
Yeah.
reunion is close. So
dude, I am all
See-
for that. Isn't that
Wink, nudge,
20?
nudge.
That'll be 2025, I believe. So
Yeah.
Because the thing is because you know companies they're just gonna hit it out like, okay, let's just see how this thing does. And overall, most of the fans loved it from what I got. Like if you're a Power Ranger fan, you
the
pretty
fans
much
loved
liked
it.
it. Like
The fans loved it,
So-
the critics hated it as usual.
and the actors want to come back, so you might as well go ahead and do a space one. Like go ahead, you know, and then build up to an endgame type of thing. You know, have Lord Zed or honestly, I would want Ivan News to come back. To be honest with you, like that would be like
Top tier.
yeah,
that would be fun.
he's like
I would
in
really
one universe, Ivan News actually won. Like I was telling Jacob or whatever. Like that's how I feel. Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Like, because then if you have, especially with what we talked about with the morphing grid, if you use it as a way to have different, let's say, versions of characters, where maybe one universe where so and so lost something or something happened to someone, you can use that as a way to sort of bridge the gap and explain the morphing grid and do crossovers as well that we've always wanted to see.
Yeah.
Because much as I like the anniversary specials, some of them suck for the most part. And I don't have to wait 10 years. I don't have to wait 10 years and 20 years to see specials. Sometimes it's just cool to see fun stuff happen. So I wouldn't mind seeing these specials more regularly if done in the same vein.
Yeah. Like how they done Forever Red and things, where they can do like a special whilst
do
current things
Forever
going
Blue.
on. Yeah, do Forever Blue. Forever Green.
Yeah,
What I
Forever
was
Blue would
hoping
be
the
good.
special was going to do is they gave Rocky and Kat the coins. I was thinking, wait, does that mean they're going to have one for Adam? We're going to see like Adam and Zach team up like the Black Rangers together? No.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they do something like that, or they use the Master Morpher that Tommy had and apply that to most of like the main characters. You know, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
Hey, Yinko, what did you think about it?
I thought it was good.
Hey.
I was expecting maybe a little bit more like of where have they been kind of thing, but other than that, it was well done. It was worth the wait.
I agree. It was definitely enjoyable, and I would like to see more. I would like to see it continue. And I think they've got a good foundation, a good solid foundation to really build off the back of what they have just set up. And they can really go forward with rich storytelling that's really cool. In the sense of Power Rangers, of course. But I did enjoy it. It was cheesy, dumb fun. Very much enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed that. And I would like to see more. Evan, sir, what were your thoughts?
I don't watch Power Rangers, so there's my thoughts.
What What is up
Sorry.
with this boy, man? No Harry
Sorry to
Potter.
Evan, you're
disappoint.
doing everything in the wrong order. You're supposed to watch Power Rangers, then Harry Potter, then like you're doing everything. Well, hey, it's working for you, so I'll give you credit.
Thank you.
Noah, sir, did you end up like watching it at all?
I know what's coming, but no, I don't watch Power Rangers.
Christian, did you watch it?
Not what I expected, but I still let it slip out for my entertainment, of course. As Jacob described it, is cheesy, of course. Still bring back memories to the original when I watched when I was just a boy. On that tape, of course. Yeah, I just don't get the critics for Christ's sake. Critics are not critics for Christ's sake. Go fuck yourselves is my message.
Damn. Wow. Well, there it is.
Wow.
Chris, was it better than the Incredible Hulk?
You had to ask that question.
Oh god.
I mean, just on a quick side note before we get back to Power Rangers, like, what would you say is the best course of action for like Netflix with Power Rangers, like with how like Universal and everyone treated the Hulk? Like, what would they do well to avoid?
Oh, jeez. That's a tough question for me to answer, personally. But answer in another time. It's too much for me, actually. That's that question.
But I did enjoy the special, and I really would like to see them do more with it.
Same.
That's just my thoughts, pretty much. On it.
It's just like a small little love letter to like back to basics, like more like revisiting where it was before, but more like enhanced quality.
Yeah.
I did like they didn't have to use the Super Sentai film to like actually like make it all unite or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of potential that they have just to do like one-off specials with different characters of different series or combine some together. So it's literally just like a sandbox. Like you're a kid, you got your action figures, and you're just in an open sandbox. Like I love it. Like I hope they continue with that.
Yeah.
But, I don't have a whole lot more to add to it other than that. Does anyone else have anything to add to it?
Same.
I'm done.
I think
Same thing.
Guess we can move on to the next topic. Danny, sir, what's the next topic?
This is really specifically more RJ thing and my thing, or if you're a Batman fan thing, whatever. We actually got directors now, or whatever.
Oh, we do.
I know Muschietti. He kind of spilled the beans on him being the Batman Brave and the Bold director.
Let's see.
And I think RJ would send me something that Clayface has a director. So you can go ahead and take care of the Clayface thing, RJ.
All right, go on, RJ. Do your thing.
We're talking about
Mike
Flanagan.
No simping, please.
Zoe Kravitz or Mary Melzer.
I mean, I'm trying to go to very bad.
Can we link it back to
Classic days.
RJ, you would, like, what is wrong with you? But we can't say it now. Carry on, RJ. I'll stop cutting you off.
Okay. So,
Pick one.
can you hear me? You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Unfortunately.
Okay. So, like, you talk about the Clayface. So, like, Mike Flanagan, he kind of. You shut up. God damn.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, what you old shit lay RJ to talk for once?
Freaking Evan, man.
Freaking Evan, man. Racism.
Don't put the blame on me.
Unbelievable. Carry on.
Oh, we always do. They're the fall guy.
Oh no, I'm used to it.
All right, let's carry on with your original point.
Go ahead, man.
So apparently Mike Flanagan, he kind of came out and said that he kind of denied that he's going to be directing a Clayface project. I think he's that because the writer's strike and there's no pen and paper and they can't really write any projects right now. But if you've seen Dr. Sleep, if you've seen Dr. Sleep,
it begins.
Oh no.
You guys can even be quiet for 1 second for him to talk.
Thank you.
You guys are being very disrespectful right now.
Oh, I missed this.
Get it sent.
Continue.
No, absolutely not. RJ, carry on.
Absolutely.
The viewer count is going down. RJ, carry on.
I'm trying to talk, but you guys keep putting stuff in front.
Sorry, wait, who was that?
What the hell was that?
Oh my god! Who just fucking...
Disgusting.
Yinko, is it you again?
See, put on mute.
I was on mute, so you can't tell me this
Sorry,
time.
that hasn't happened in so long. How the hell did that just happen?
How
It's
long
like-
was that? Damn.
All the. Oh my god.
Why is it always the best topics that get interrupted?
No, RJ, do you remember when you were on stream, you're like, why is it in the best place?
Yes, it's always the best
Or the
topic.
Batman. We gotta talk about the Batman.
It's the Batman or Cobra Kai. It's either
Wait,
way.
hang on. So, I don't want to point fingers, but who was that?
I want to know. It's that maybe it's a computer sound like that sounded like I don't know.
Hang on, let me go back to YouTube.
Is that you, Evan?
That had
No, it
to be
wasn't
a
me.
computer. That had to
It
be a
probably
computer.
had to be Evan, man.
Yeah, it
Frickin'
must have been Evan, man. Every time, Evan.
He's a QPR.
No, I'm
fan.
genuinely curious. It's like a computer.
Whoa.
There is a game.
No, it's, I'm
Wait,
playing
who
it
did
on the stream. I'm trying to find out who it is.
Oh, I needed a second to compose myself.
Did you just say you're trying to find out who it was on the
I'm sorry,
stream?
I love how all
Figure
this
it
is
out
going
as
to
well,
shit, and Danny's just eating a sandwich.
Danny's like, I've had enough.
You know, I blame you for telling me to shut up, Jacob. You told me to shut up. It's all your fault.
Well, how does that correlate to someone letting off gas? Like, how, what the hell is that?
You started.
Shut up.
See, you did it again. Wait, what was that?
Just take all that gas and store it, honestly.
Oh no.
Did anyone just get really uncomfortable?
This is the oatmeal stream all over again.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, bro, that's funny.
Okay, all right, RJ, try your best to say uninterrupted.
I'll tell you what. While we all shut our own mics off, so RJ will talk. Because I would do that just for him to talk.
What was that?
Right, everyone.
Chris, take
Right.
it away. Chris, take it away. Chris, take it away, please. Take it away.
He says, "No, that's
Right.
your moment. I'm gonna let you take the mantle. You were supposed to talk about it."
Bro's running the stream.
At the beginning of the stream, bro.
It's easy.
Right, right.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. Okay. All right.
Well,
we're
then we-
composed. RJ, go ahead, son.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? I can't hear. What did you say?
I said, go ahead. Like, carry on.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're done here. All right, cool. All right, great.
I agree, Lisa.
Wow. So basically, if you know, Mike Flanagan, underrated. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I know Danny's just eating. Like,
Why is it always me that gets interrupted?
yeah.
Naturally, why did you have to say
I'm gonna cry. Wait, RJ's gone.
Oh, bro.
Oh fuck!
Why are you guys in the comments like in this?
Just throw all the gasoline on the magical kingdom. Just burn it down, burn it all down. Do whatever.
We're doing great.
Only Jesus.
Understand?
Something like that.
burn it down.
You could. Oh, you could. I remember that. Oh, it's not again.
For God's sake!
There's nothing you could do in that.
So, Chris, how do we get back to composure? How do we get back to composure?
I'm sorry.
Well, I can't help you with that. You're
You just gotta stop being disrespectful.
Right. Right.
you're all being very disrespectful to our boy RJ. That's very shameful for you.
I think you need to promote your channel.
If I had,
RJ said I had enough of y'all.
I really needed it.
Right. So, Jesus Christ. Okay. So. Okay, we got all the laughter out of our systems for about 10 minutes. So remind me of the topic. It was that the Batman directors have been confirmed?
Well, Muschietti already kind of confirmed it. Like, I sent it earlier or whatever. Like, you could probably pull it up on YouTube or whatever.
Is the Flash director Andy Muschietti going to direct the Batman, the Brave and the Bold in James Gunn DCU? Blah, 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 blah. To be fair, anything Andy Muschietti touches is guaranteed to be good. Unfortunately, we all know how we feel about the Flash. I'm glad the show's ended. But even with the movie, I wish that wouldn't have even existed yet. But I'm sure that there'll be parts of it that are probably good just because Andy Muschietti is at the helm. He reminds me of a Pep Guardiola of film directors, if you will, where no matter what he's given, he can take anything and he can manipulate it into something good. So I have hope, a small sliver of hope, that the Flash might be somewhat decent. The It movies are really good, and Andy Muschietti is an accredited director. So I think he would be really good with a story like this, especially with Damian Wayne involved. I think he could really sort of delve into that story a lot. And just the connection between father and son. And it will be fascinating to see how Jason Todd and Dick Grayson, if at all, are incorporated into that story. Especially because we're going straight to Damian, which, to be fair, in the world building, it now makes a shitload of sense, because then you've got to spend this time building everything up when you could literally just go straight. Like, if you're doing an assembly line of Justice League heroes, every Justice League show, like, Nightwing's already established, Red Hood's already established. Like, you know, it's and you can do like stories that flash back to it, and whatever else.
More like reflections,
Yeah. So I feel like this movie will be good, and if Andy Muschietti is at the helm, then I'm on board.
Unless there's no interference,
which would be a pain in the ass.
I think they'd be all right on the interference part, because James Gunn got some fucking ego out of his ass, so I think we'd be all right.
Language.
It's true though.
No, do you remember Cap said that?
Oh yeah, I know.
Language. Good old language. I love how, like, with RJ's topic, he like disappears into the nether realm, like he's completely faded from existence.
He's going to make a comeback.
Better come back.
Season 5 review, then you'll make the comeback.
I bet he was only 5.
Maybe that's what he's doing right now. Do you reckon he's got to go drop his season 5 review right now?
Well, I'm waiting for Pascal to drop his as well, so maybe RJ and Pascal could do a
collab
together.
It's the punch that you don't see coming that knocks you out. Like, that's it's. So
I'm gonna knock you out.
Gonna knock you out. Woo! Danny, so what are your thoughts on Andy Muschietti helming the project potentially?
I'm like this, man. I'm to the point of, since we are getting so many Batman, I don't care. I'm just gonna watch the movie. It's like, as Kevin Conroy said, there's a Batman for everybody. You don't have to like it. You don't have to necessarily like this one.
Yeah, I rest my case.
Adam, what do you think?
Well, to be fair, I don't really know the directors all too well, so I just hope they do a good job for
Mm.
me. Because, like, for me, as long as they don't, like, do a Batman and Robin, I think we're all safe and sound,
Hell yeah.
Because, like, the thing about it, though, is that I just want them to get it right this time around. Like, I know like, they're jumping ahead a wee bit where, especially with Brave and the Bold, where they're not going to have, like, they're going to have Damien straight away instead of having the rest of them. So as long as they do it
Yeah.
justice and the person that's in charge of the directing actually makes it look like Gotham City and actually puts that much effort and and I don't see there being an issue. And then if they do anything else, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it.
Mm. Wow. Yeah, I said the same thing. If the director does good, he'll be all right or whatever.
Yeah, I still
I
don't
wish
like that this
RJ.
movie- I still don't like that this movie's being made.
You're
Mm.
still like dead set
I
on
want-
it, like just.
I want one Batman. I don't want two Batmans. I
You
still
don't want to
stand
share
by
your
it.
toys.
I still stand by that. There should only be one Batman at a time. That's how it's always been. That's how it should continue to be. I know they're trying to build up the Justice League, but honestly, I care more about building up the Bat family and Matt Reeves the Batman than this, honestly. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
kind
I
of
mean, the movie
confusing
could be
right
really,
now what
really
they're
good,
doing with it.
which I think it could be, but and I still wouldn't be a fan of there being two Batmans at once.
No, I got you. RJ did send me something earlier today. They were talking about like I think the studio was saying they see the fans' opinion on like just having one Batman at a time or whatever. But there's some people that like to see that fantastic type of Batman too or whatever. So like they say that they respect Matt Reeves or whatever, but they want to be able to have
I think it's
basically
like
have
what we
variety.
always talked about. It's because they wrote themselves into this situation with the last 20 years,
Yeah.
and this is the fallout of all their actions. So, in some ways, this is probably one of the only other options they had to play.
Yeah.
And it's not the best. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. We move with it, and they can only do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alas, at least they got a plan this time, and they're not just winging it along and stringing it along with random
Yeah.
shit.
Very true.
Just like they don't even know
Yeah.
which Robin it was that was killed off, for God's sake.
Good
Anyhow,
laughing.
I'll get RJ to add his little segment in for Batman when he eventually gets back on here. Danny, what is the next item on the agenda, sir?
Y'all guys can talk about Endgame or whatever. Marvel memory lane.
I think
So
we
go
need to
wild,
hear you
kiddos.
talk about Endgame.
I want to hear your thoughts again, Danny.
So, Danny, I have a question to ask because this is something I've been brewing up to ask for a while. So, I know you're not the biggest fan of Endgame, but I'm just going to put a hypothetical, like just a question. What would you have done for Endgame? What would be your
the
story?
Danny Watkins director's cut?
What would be your version? Just out of curiosity.
I would not
How
kill
would you have
Thanos.
resolved like the fallout of Infinity War?
I would not get rid of Thanos. I actually have him kidnap Captain Marvel to make sure that we can like.
But the only thing is with that though, like Thanos is injured, so you're just gonna fight crippled Thanos for the whole movie.
Sorry, Daddy.
It's the MC. Did you say? It's the MCU. You can. It don't matter.
Well, no. Like, because you can't fight.
Well, it's my movie, right? I can retcon it. Right?
Wait, Daddy. Did you say
you're asking me? You're asking me.
Did you say you want him to kidnap?
Yeah, like the beginning part where she like basically has Thanos' neck. He tricks all the Avengers.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Captain Marvel isn't high on my list of characters I love, but she did save Tony. So if you remove that, then it's the trade-off.
I'm saying like when they are about to when they go in to jump him or whatever, the way I would do it is like he'll still use the stone where he tricks them all. Like they think they got him or whatever when they really don't. And then that's how he kidnaps half of the Avengers or whatever. And what else? I'll actually have like a also subplot too of like the Wakandans probably like trying to get the other people back to the other side of to the actual main universe or whatever because they're pretty smart people. Um,
No, that's
I will not have fat. I will not have Fat Thor. I will actually low key like hint. I would actually low key hint that like Doctor Doom is in the movie too and helping Black Panther get to the other side of the universe or whatever.
But
trying to think.
But where would Doctor Doom come from?
He got blink. Hey, they got what's it called? He disappeared when Thanos snapped his fingers. So you can put him in there.
I know the time travel thing is a bit iffy, but you know, for me personally, I think it's pretty much the best play they could have done. Like, there's no other tangible way that they could have done it. You know, like it was always going to be time travel. It's just a case of, is there things about the movie that I don't like? Yeah, I mean the things they do with Thor and Hulk mainly.
I'll just say it like this.
Where I'm conflicted on it is I actually like Thor's arc. I just don't like how much they play it for jokes. You know, that's my only issue.
I agree. I think
I said like this. Like
arc makes total sense. It's just the way that they do it.
The way I see it is
one of the best scenes in the MCU.
I said like this is just how I see it. Like I think they had a good beginning. I didn't really care about the middle, except for the Ronin stuff or whatever, and a great end or whatever. That's how I feel about Endgame.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I know there's parts of the movie that drag, but I think it's just natural when you have like
drag is an understatement.
And you know,
boring than a motherfucker.
Well, I disagree. I think it was essential. I think it was important that we spent a bit of time with the characters, with the fallout and the consequences of their actions, because we're not going to see half of them again. Like, if we do, it's going to be a cameo or a multiverse thing. Like, it won't be, you know, long term or for the foreseeable, because, you know, by and large, as I've always said, the way the MCU, if it plays its cards right, the X-Men could take the Avengers spot. Like, after the next 2 Avengers movies, and you've got the X-Men set up, you don't need the Avengers anymore, like by definition, because the X-Men could keep you going for another 20 years just alone. And then you got
hope they don't fuck that up either.
Yeah.
Well, we can only see. I mean, you know, but the thing is, I will never forget the feeling and elation of watching this movie the first time, opening week, and Cap lifting Mjolnir was like, bar maybe No Way Home and other stuff, was the biggest pop I'd seen in the cinema ever. There were people bouncing out the seats, going, "Ah!" You know, like it was. My
favorite part was when Thanos knocked the fuck out of Captain Marvel.
Is that it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. That was funny, and it was like, you know, okay, you come in thinking get out of here, but there's. I mean,
Mjolnir was amazing, already.
I'd say Thor wielding Mjolnir and Stormbreaker together was way more.
That was a badass moment.
That was sick.
Do you know when he grabs like both hammers and then he goes, "Let's kill him properly this time"? I got chills when he said that.
Yeah, I got chills going through my spine.
You could tell that Thor was like,
you hear like the lightning strike. That was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when he like the Loki thing,
thunder. Yeah.
Oh.
And then Ronin got shine, and then, you know, as much as I would have had Black Widow still be in the final battle, her sacrifice was
that's
bullshit. Yeah,
moving and powerful. And you know what? It's a testament to the characters, especially the core 6 or core 7, if you will, because this is the first movie Don Cheadle felt like an Avenger for some reason. Says a lot about how certain people within that world treat other people. But, you know, it's a testament to the characters and the fall of Widow and her choice of saying, no, you're my chosen family, no pun intended. I'm going to sacrifice myself for you guys, whatever else. You're going to fix this. And I think Hawkeye going in that moment is very predictable. And it's like, okay, we kind of knew. So that it was important for them to kind of switch it up. And I think it's much more fascinating having Hawkeye be the one that lives and deals with the fallout and the consequences of that, which in my opinion gave us probably one of the best shows they've done with Hawkeye. But there's just a lot of stuff in this movie that I really love. I like the character moments that are cute and innocent between the characters, like the reunion between Scott and Cassie, I freaking love. And then just moments along the way where Black Widow and Steve are talking, or when Tony and Cap reconcile and they shake hands, like just the little moments. Like that's what I love about Endgame. It's not a better movie than Infinity War or Civil War. It suffers from pacing issues. There's a lot you could probably trim out of there. The end fight could have been more than what it was in terms of individual fights and team ups and stuff. And Jesus Christ, philosophical. But you know, I feel like this is the best way it could have gone, and no other. I for me personally, I'm never ever gonna forget the feeling I had after watching this movie the first time, and then Sam gets the shield, and Bucky gives Steve the nod. Steve goes back in time, gets the life that he's always deserved. Tony makes the sacrifice play and saves everything.
Yeah,
like the
that's
movie.
still the best theater experience I've ever had.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to come close. Like, I know we've got Secret Wars in the list, and that'll be fun to talk about. I'm sure that will be insane, but it will never replicate the feeling. Like, it'll replicate feelings, but
it's going to be hard to top.
Like, the first time of that feeling, it's so... I'm never going to forget it. Although, the one thing I will also never forget is I stayed spoiler-free until I got to the freaking cinema, and then some idiot comes out and goes, Iron Man dies... and tells me before I'm walking in.
Why? This is one thing I made sure of. So when I went to see when I saw Endgame.
It's like with No Way Home. You remember we were standing outside singing random songs.
Yeah, Jacob. So basically, this dumb asshole, he was like saying stuff. I literally didn't like realize what he was saying, but like someone like behind him was like, "Dude, shut up! Why are you saying spoilers?" And like the guy was like, "Oh, sorry," and like. I was lucky I didn't hear anything because I'd avoided everything.
Good thing you
spoiler wise for Endgame. And yeah, bro, first time seeing that like Infinity War experience in cinema first time was something I'd never seen before. But Endgame, it was like
it was the real culmination.
Like, the last hour, like just that whole fan.
It was like you're watching a sporting event.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, when they're literally all together and they've got everyone of everyone, me and Ty were bouncing all over the cinema and screaming and clapping and cheering. And I was like, oh, this.
I was
20 years, like 10 years of 20 movies. Sorry, like, oh.
Jake,
I think as well, like, because I was such a big Cap fan during that like phase. I still am, but like, obviously, when he's still around, like, it was. That film, especially if you're a Cap fan, you had so many great moments with him.
Oh, yeah.
All the Trinity got the great treatment in that, but like that,
yes, they did
stuff they did with him, man, because he was barely in Infinity War.
Yeah, he was like in it for like like the few scenes he was in was freaking great, but he was barely in that.
Yeah, he was
barely in that.
But Iron Man,
yeah, Jacob, I agree. I think there's specific moments in this movie that are like perfect.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, I'd rather go back and watch specific scenes rather than the whole movie because I think I agree with Danny a little bit. It is kind of hard to watch.
Too damn long
again because it is long, and especially with the
if
characters.
You could feel the time or whatever. There's something
with characters like Thor and Hulk, who I really did not like in this movie. I think they could have made Thor fat. They just had to be more serious about it. Like you could have made a whole serious thing about depression and like what he's going through.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When they have those little moments where Thor is talking about it, like with his mom, that's a great scene.
Yeah.
And then they undercut it with humor.
There's always a joke.
Yeah.
Like from other people joking with him. Or
there was that scene.
They never take it seriously.
Yeah.
There were moments they did, but then I think this is Taika Waititi's influence because the problem is all the directors sort of. I think when they were writing this, they all like spoke.
Yeah, they had Ryan Coogler and everyone.
They all worked together on it, and like I think Taika was like,
"Oh,
we need to keep this Ragnarok and that stuff in." Like he wanted to keep his direction.
But
still,
the thing is, in Infinity War, though,
it didn't fit.
It worked in Infinity War because Thor works so well with the Guardians, and it's the the balance was better in the structure.
See, the issue is
it just worked better.
See, the issue with it though is like this is becoming more of a trend in these movies as well. It's like when there is like someone like Thor, he's going for something depressive. It's always at the butt of the joke. It's never actually talked about in a serious manner, which is quite ironic when you think about it logically. Because why is it always funny when the guy's going for everything and being depressed? Like,
I just think the problem is when you try and address something serious like that, which they did in moments, like the bit when Hulk goes to see him. And he said, "You got me out of my situation."
Yeah,
and he's like, "You're right," and he's like, "No." And then he brings up Thanos' name. Like that moment was amazing. Just seeing like Thor's reaction.
Yeah,
it's like, why would I fear him? I'm the one that killed him. Like you can see the 5-year depression in the way he said that.
Yeah, I'm the one that killed him. Remember
the whole fat thing? Like I obviously like people laughed when we saw him. He was fat, but that's so freaking sad.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, and that's what I mean. Like with Thor's arc in the movie, I do like it. It makes sense, like for where his character is, especially off the back of Infinity War.
Yeah,
it's just the execution. They dabble in good
too much. Yeah, sometimes
just a bit too much. Like just dialing it back a little bit.
And it's the same with Hulk. If they made Hulk in Infinity War, like for the whole movie, I think I'd be more fine with this approach.
I think at the end of Infinity War, they should have done that.
It's the fact that we haven't seen Hulk since Ragnarok. Really.
I didn't like the Professor Hulk stuff. I thought it was kind of stupid.
No,
the thing is with Professor Hulk, they deal with him in the comics. Like he still has those like badassery moments and stuff, but with like.
And get that.
They didn't really make
one moment with Thanos again.
He reminds me a lot of like those, like those characters you look from like TV shows where they've got that standard big, strong bruiser guy that's like a dumb bumbling goof. Like they reminded me a lot of that.
That show as well. They made Hulk like take the mick out of himself as well. He, like when he did go back in time, he's like, "Roar! I'm angry," and it's like. Yeah, okay, kill.
I get why. See, when I first saw that, I got the humor and I understood maybe it's just a reflection and him trying to like learn from how he used to be. But at the same time, it's like, you know what, mate? If you were that dude again, we
need this guy right now to take out that guy. Like we need mean Hulk.
I feel like
we need the original Hulk.
In Endgame, we did need to see Hulk versus Thanos. We need that.
Yeah, we need
to see Hulk versus Thanos. We need to see Wanda versus Thanos. They needed all to get their licks in. Yeah.
Even a brief like 30 seconds of just like what moment Thanos had with Wanda. Like if we got that with Hulk as well, maybe just a moment
not have
Hulk,
a rematch with Thanos.
Yeah.
Because that's where I have an issue with the final battle. Is it like just the individual stuff? Is like I would have loved to have seen that, even if it was like literally 20 seconds and Hulk like maybe gets a smack in his jaw.
And like I would love to see like Thanos talking smack. Like you remember what happened last time we fought, and Hulk's like not this time, and Hulk just gives him like a bit of his own medicine.
Oh yeah. It's like a learning thing. Like learn from the last time.
Because I was the way I would Hulk fight him in Infinity War when he comes out.
On that, the way I would have said it is like you remember the last time or whatever, and then Hulk basically says like, "Yeah, I remember the last time. Hey, big guy, you ready?" And you have the actual Hulk take over Bruce Banner, and then just go like straight up crazy.
Him doing like the silver bullet.
So he didn't remember fighting him.
Yeah.
Did you see him start doing some Street Fighter moves?
Yeah.
Shoryuken, bang.
Yeah.
One scene in this in Endgame I did really like though, but I don't know if other people liked it. Was when Tony first comes back. He's sitting there and Cap looks at him and he's just like, "Dude, I've lost the kid," and you can see he's broken because he lost Peter. I thought that was a good scene. Because you could actually feel emotional weight to that.
That was some great acting.
He was physically drained at that
and I
point
think for me, like I know
you
you guys like all feel differently and similar in different ways in some similar ways, but I think that for me is why the first half of Endgame is so important because we needed to see the characters suffer with the fallout, and I think
I totally agree with that.
Especially because now the main critique of Marvel, especially a critique that I have, is now there's no consequences. Like it feels like you're watching every cookie cutter movie is the same.
And you just feel like they're just trying to build to something bigger than Endgame now. And you just it's like they're just
I really appreciate that first part of Endgame, especially because these characters we've seen grow over X amount of time. And yeah, they'll introduce new characters. They'll have sidekicks that grow like Sam and Bucky and whoever. But it's not going to be like the same as it was. So I really appreciate having that extra bit of time to sort of see the fallout and see the heroes lose and how they overcome it into the future. And then that emotionally satisfying third act. Everything about that third act is perfect. Like, there's little gripes I have, but that third act is so freaking good.
I feel like the thing is, like, the Russo said it a while ago, like, Infinity War and Endgame are two different movies. Like, Star Wars, not every film is the same. It's very different.
Oh, yeah. Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi are two very different movies.
Right. And that's what they were going for. So I understood, like, the mentality and how they were trying to create that vibe. With Endgame, like, why would they try and do the same thing with Infinity War? They needed that slow pace. It's the impact of the snap. If they reverse everything quickly, then the impact of Infinity War starts to be affected then.
But I give them huge credit. Like, it's taken the MCU ages to catch up timeline wise because they said 5 years later. Like, that took balls. Like, because then it creates a lot of continuity issues that all the nerds go, no, that's not accurate.
And when they bring in like the characters that obviously we've wanted to see in the MCU, like Daredevil, they can even show that moment. Where was he during this? Like, I love how they did that with when we saw Yelena.
Yeah. They've weaved that in well to like Far From Home and other stuff. They've weaved it in well. So it's just like, I really appreciate that first part of Endgame, just because for me, I like a bit more flavor and deeper story within my stuff sometimes. And I think, I love like the second half of Endgame onwards, bar some things here or there. But I think the first part is so crucial. The stuff with Clint and Nat, and then Clint seeing his family. Like, I think it's so essential, because that's what Return of the Jedi is for the original trilogy. Is the stuff to do with like Jabba, like just as an example, the stuff to do with like Jabba the Hutt at the beginning and stuff. That's not consequential to the overall story, like with like Luke and Vader and the Empire.
Right.
But it's about wrapping up the mini story arcs, setting up the big one to show the growth of the characters of where they've been to where they are now. So let's say, like, you got Luke, who's now a Jedi, he's leading it. Han's, trusting other people, and he's, willing to listen and work as a team. You've got Leia that's still independent and badass, but she complements it. Like, there's so many like little things. And I think Endgame takes a lot of inspiration from that. And I really thoroughly enjoy it for that. RJ's rebooting his computer. So yeah, like, I really enjoy that, and I think this movie is a very good celebration of all the movies that they've had up to that point. Because there were average movies, bad choices in there, Mandarin, and then Malekith, and oh Jesus fucking Christ! But other than that, by and large, we were doing okay. We had iffy movies, poor things here or there, but we were doing all right. And I think Endgame is a very good bookend to the whole saga. Like, you've got your ending there. Like, if you didn't want to continue after that, by definition, you don't need to.
Yeah, that was perfect. I mean, like I said, like, I like the beginning of it. Didn't care for the middle, but I like the end too. So it was it wrapped it all up in a way.
Yeah.
It was just really more. It's just
one of those movies that, even though we all have like different opinions and critiques and likes of it, is that, well, at least with Endgame, we all find something that we commonly can kind of relate on and go, that was a really cool moment, or that I liked.
Yes.
Evan, you literally went on an MCU binge. When we all first started talking,
was good, man.
You binged the whole 9 yards. So talk to us about your little Endgame experience, sir.
I really, really enjoyed it.
Fantastic. Cool. Well done. Couldn't have said it. Anyway.
That's all I gotta say. I really, really enjoyed it. And
you really what?
I really, really enjoyed it. It's the only way to put it.
Nice.
I mean,
not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But I thoroughly enjoyed Endgame. I rewatch it quite a bit, and I will, never forget the feeling that it left me watching it the first time. Like, it still hits me even now. Avengers Assemble, like, it's still freaking great. But
the score is epic. Like,
Alan Silvestri's score is freaking golden. Absolutely.
That guy is a legend.
Absolute G. And like, his score is so, it's so powerfully moving that you can tell when the scene is meant to be taken for jokes and then a scene's meant to be taken for whatever. Like his score really helps reflect that.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I suppose we can leapfrog on to the next topic. Danny, what is the next topic, sir?
They're saying that Sam Raimi is reportedly in final talks to do Avengers: Secret Wars.
Okay,
Yeah, I thought that it was a rumor, that one.
Yeah, it was only a rumor. I don't think it was confirmed, but I think because I don't know if it was true or not, because I think some people were just thinking because the guy who wrote Multiverse of Madness is writing Secret Wars, and I mean, I don't know how credible the source was. Don't give me all that rubbish about what's your source. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, you know that's what we're going to
Well, we're going to
actually,
ask that.
Actually,
you know, Evan.
To be fair, RJ sent it.
Actually, no. Sorry, what?
No. I'm sorry. What?
To be fair,
No,
RJ
absolutely
sent it.
not.
Thanks for interrupting me, Chris.
No, I'm not the only person.
Just a throwback. No, but to be fair, RJ sent it first, and then I just fuck's sake, Chris. Literally, RJ sent it first.
You have some explaining to do.
Yeah, RJ sent it, and then I just sent it, and I just forwarded it.
Evan,
So
I thought you learnt your lesson now with this.
tell RJ. RJ literally sent it.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Evan,
we
we literally
to
talked. We
everybody.
just spoke about Endgame. We talked about full circles
Yeah.
and characters. You still haven't sourced your shit.
I did source my shit. RJ sent it first.
We don't
where
blame
is it?
RJ. Like,
Evan.
RJ
Oh
is
yes,
here
you
right
do.
now. You're here.
I can. No, I can.
No,
prove it.
sorry.
Is
no,
he the one
no,
that sent it
actually,
to
no,
them?
Sorry, what?
RJ was the one that sent it first, so he should be the one, like, you know.
So
Adam,
you
do you
said-
agree with that?
Right, dude. You just right. This is a growth moment for you, Evan. Here we go. Right, you chose to send it, so that's on you. Even if RJ sent you it.
Yeah, so we can discuss it. I don't care if it was reliable or not, so we could discuss it.
Hey, you shouldn't say that out loud, bro. Like,
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. I need to give the explanation on the source thing. So, Evan, when the only
Bibliography,
reason
sir.
I said
me
source
find it.
your shit is because you'd always send really interesting information without any source
Without
to it.
any
So
credence to it whatsoever.
the freaking Pope could have been sourcing this stuff, and I wouldn't know. Like,
That's my. I can't say that.
and the trust me, bro thing, yeah, it goes to that side of things. If you don't source it, it's like if someone was like, I was in, I don't know. It's like you said, oh, you met Chris Evans. Okay, what's your source? Oh, I haven't got
Yeah, so
one.
this
Oh, well, you
was
didn't meet him.
according to Jeff.
Right, Evan, this is clearly a you one, so you read out what it is. You walk us through it. Break it down. Walk
But
us
yeah,
through
the
it.
Sam Raimi.
Come on, Bob and
sequels
Joe.
thing. That's an interesting
Bob and
one.
Joe. No, so literally, according to
Bob and Joe.
Jeff Snyder,
Who?
where's he? Jeff Snyder. Let me show you, just so you know who it is.
Jeff Snyder.
Oh,
Evan,
no,
is
no, I've
that an
heard of him.
accredited source?
I've heard of him. He is pretty legit, I think.
He may be learning.
He's followed by he's followed by John Hurwitz, so you know he's legit. Yeah, like Daniel RPK follows him. Ben Rolfe follows him, so you know he's good. So
He's
apparently,
my barber.
Fresh trim.
what trim? So literally, Sam Raimi, fuck. Sam Raimi.
say
is
Sam
being-
Raimi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Sam Raimi is being eyed to return as director for
Dang, boy.
Doctor Strange 3 and is being considered to direct. Let me finish, man.
Well, that's one way to interrupt
Right.
someone.
Yeah, so literally, right. So Sam Raimi has been eyed to return as director for Doctor Strange 3 and is being considered to direct Avengers Secret Wars. And the person who wrote Multiverse of Madness, Michael Waldron, is currently set to write Avengers Secret Wars. So
Let me talk.
there you go.
It's the De Bruyne thing. Let me talk. Let me talk.
Let me talk.
Oh my god, that's classic now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So, Sam Raimi directing Doctor Strange 3 and Secret Wars. I mean, how have we gone from like a calm, peaceful endgame talk to this? Honestly,
It's just
Chaotic,
the way
isn't
you're
it,
like,
sir?
like.
My work is done. Like,
look,
it.
honestly, I've been dealing with you lot for like so long. It's just like it's becoming
oh,
the
hold on a
norm.
minute now.
I
Hold
mean
on
it
a
in a
minute
good
now.
way. It's
Wait,
becoming the norm. like
Christian,
sorting.
Christian,
You know, the only
what are your
reason you're getting
thoughts?
this is because you always talk about Chelsea.
My thoughts of
and
Sam
PPR
Raimi
stuff.
directing. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know really. I know with Sam Raimi, he's a fantastic director. He directed, of course, the Spider-Man trilogy. Of course, he directed The Evil Dead. But if he's experienced enough knowing what is he gonna do in this film, yeah, hopefully he does.
I
So
think
that's
some
my.
people.
It's just
Sorry,
my worries, you know. It's whether the directors are experienced enough knowing these characters and knowing which direction they should take them. If you don't know what you're taking them, then you're basically wasting your time making a scene that is not worth being in the movie.
I think some people are just not concerned, but they're just thinking like, is Sam Raimi sort of like the director they need for Secret Wars compared to the
Yeah.
person who's
Yeah,
directing
that's what it is.
Kang
What's up, dude?
Dynasty? Because Kang Dynasty is the same director as Shang-Chi, which was actually quite a good film.
I don't know about that part.
Wait, what's that?
But I think some people are just concerned because obviously he did Spider-Man trilogy and stuff. Like, is he
Of course.
director to do Secret Wars? And I think
Yeah.
that's what people are concerned about. And
You know what? At this rate, I feel like Danny Watkins should just direct it because he
Oh,
loves Marvel.
See, the thing with like Sam Raimi though is like as much as he like, even though yeah we all have a special place in our hearts for the original Tobey trilogy, it's one of those things where it's like, can he still really do it? Especially if they done Doctor
that's the-
Strange like Multiverse of Madness. If he like directed that, then not so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
I mean, to
that's
be
my,
fair,
the
we've had
same
a
worry
Thanos
that I
coming
have,
here,
Adam.
isn't
That's
that
the
hard?
same worry. We do know that how the way Sam Raimi films, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
to
we
be
might
fair, what
see
he
his
was.
style in this movie, possibly.
I
Or
mean,
a
it means
different
Toby will
style.
definitely
I
be in
mean,
it.
I mean to be fair,
Oh
what he
god,
was.
Bruce Campbell will as well.
I mean, to
Oh,
be fair,
Bruce
what
Campbell
he
as
was given
Mysterio?
to.
Yes, please. I need
I
it.
mean, what he
Don't
was.
be surprised
what-
if Alfred Molina returns as well.
I think
Oh!
everyone's coming back. Honestly, everyone is coming back. And
Even
to be
Goblin,
fair,
like
yeah. And to be fair, like what he was given to direct for Multiverse of Madness was part of the shit. Let's be honest here. So you know, at its best, look at Spider-Man 1 and 2, like, and then compared to Multiverse of Madness, you know, it wasn't the greatest. Like,
Evil Dead was good. Well, like the first two anyway. The third one went a bit too way off the rails, but so
but that also. Like on.
So if you actually think about it, right? So how many movies has he done in Marvel? If he's only done one so far, we will get one good one, and then the third one will usually be the dud, because that seems to be his like staple at this point.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, I think with Michael Waldron who's writing it, it depends how much he gets to write, and it's not like, and it depends on what Kevin Feige wants and everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what other people also thinking is like how much influence will I was going to say Sam Raimi again, Kevin Feige have, and like on the movie. So that's what people are also concerned about.
So Julian.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like with Sam, I think you know his. As much as Multiverse of Madness is a mixed bag, I think we can all agree on that. His way of directing, and from his works over the years, I think he could do really good with Secret Wars. The only thing is, though, with Sam Raimi, he doesn't like too many characters in the broth, which is why Spider-Man 3 is a thing. So you know, it just begs the question: will he? Because it's a lot to handle. Like you know, already Infinity War and Endgame was a task in and of itself. But now you you know, as much as we are nuanced enough to go, okay, it's not going to live up to that. It never will. You know, there are people that are like, I need Endgame repeated. There's that pressure with the added pressure of bringing back like legacy characters like Logan or Blade or Spidey. You know, you throw that on top of it. I'm starting to think this could be a double director kind of thing. They might need two, like just to balance it out a little bit.
Because one single director can't do it all, you know.
It's a tall order.
Especially if they're gonna have like everybody come back for it as well, because like,
that's a lot.
Like that was a really good point about the like Spider-Man 3. Is like the reason why he had issues with that the way it turned out is because he got forced to add other characters he didn't want to add. So if he's going to do it, imagine how many people are like, you can add him in and add him in, and he won't even know what to do.
And if you've got all the characters from Infinity War and Endgame previous, and you add in all the multiversal characters we got, and all the multiversal reboot characters, and the incursion ones, that's a lot of characters to juggle.
Yeah, that's a bit too much.
I do not envy that.
Because
I know there's a lot of small scenes they're going to be doing as well.
Exactly. This is going to be one of them kind of things where I do want to put this out there that it's going to be cool to see certain characters appear, but we may have to prepare that some characters we want to see will probably have like a 20-second scene, just because there's so many to juggle that you can't realistically give everyone a character. Like you can't No Way Home every character. Like you can't.
Exactly.
You know, so if people are going in with that expectation,
if they were to do that, the film would need to be like 4 hours.
Yeah, or even
I mean, it's going to be long anyway.
It's also many characters is very time consuming. Having too many characters in one movie. That's a big issue as well.
And especially if they go the route that we think they're going, with Kang Dynasty being part 1 and Secret Wars being a 2-parter.
I mean, it's going to be fan service mostly anyway. Secret Wars, so
I mean, I'm kind of on board for that though. I think this as much as there's been a lot of bad movies that we've had to deal with. I think Secret Wars, they're doing it now because it's their way of saying to the fans, "Thank you. You made the Infinity Saga what it is. This is for you." Like after Secret Wars and after Multiverse, the multiverse will still exist, but it'll go back to more linear storytelling with one Earth, one team, one Avengers, one X-Men, one Fantastic Four, whatever. They've already teased the incursion and all that kind of stuff. But I think this is like a treat. Like this is like, you know, okay, one final time seeing Wesley Snipes, one final time seeing Logan, one final time seeing whoever, one final time RJ returns out of nowhere. You know, it's gonna be good. You,
where did you go get food?
You absolute little.
Okay, that's great.
RJ, is it true you've got a new channel?
I mean, but also we know of someone else who has a new channel. Pop Culture Central is now all things Cobra Kai.
Oh God, here we go.
What are we talking about? What's the topic?
We were talking about.
So Evan, fill him in. This is Evan's topic.
We're talking about terrible takes. I'm kidding.
Evan's leading something. Oh wow.
Evan's leading this. Yeah, this is Evan's.
Take some notes from there.
Repeat yourself.
Oh, that's still still wouldn't say him.
No, we were literally talking about Secret Wars and we started on Sam Raimi directing it and people's concerns about it. But we're now just talking about Secret Wars and like certain characters interacting and sort of thing. Cut me off with that. Thanks.
Are we talking about like directors directing it, or?
No, we're literally just talking about Sam Raimi directing, and then we
more coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh.
Get up.
Cody's favorite person. What's funny?
Nah, Shimon. No, I'm not doing that.
RJ.
Why is it going to
Time of day! I fucking said.
Dun, dun, dun. When this guy woke up this morning,
is it not the Prison Break transit? Yes, it's the Prison Break transition.
You don't have a Pingu.
Whoa.
Pingu?
I got.
Oh no!
Where's the RJ scene from Over the Hedge? You should play one of those.
Oh, I haven't got that yet, actually. I need that at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, RJ, what are your thoughts on Secret Wars and Sam Raimi potentially directing it? Now, I was in the notion of you know, Sam Raimi is more like his style is more intimate in terms of like smaller cast, smaller characters, and Secret Wars is very expansive with like 50 billion characters, and it being a lot to juggle.
I think that Secret Wars are going to get pushed back to like 2027, 2028. Like,
oh God, I'll be near 30. Jesus.
So I think they should take their time with that.
I'll be 30.
I think
actually.
Secret Wars should be.
Christ.
I'm being honest. I think Secret Wars should be a trilogy, or two.
Yeah, I agree. I
take their time with that because that storyline is a lot to unpack and a lot happens.
I was
I think there's a lot they're not telling us. It's definitely a trilogy or
As
a two.
far as
I wouldn't even be surprised if it was like its own phase.
That's the point. I want projects that take place on Battle World. I do want
Thanks.
that in, like the next few phases.
That needs to happen.
I want some Doom Easter eggs, some setup properly, not the regular MCU setup, but just a good setup.
Setting it up.
But as far as directing it, I think Ryan Coogler should direct it. I think that he could.
Good shout.
Because he's good at world building
and he's good at multiple characters.
Sam Raimi would be a good pick, but I think Sam Raimi should help write it. I think that what they should do is
what we're saying is like maybe more than one.
Have like
Daniel Dustin Cretton. Oh, what's his name?
Dustin Daniel Cretton.
He should also be part of it because he's doing Kang.
As long as they have like one clear vision, you can have two, maybe even. I'd say two directors probably on board for it because it's a lot.
Yeah, they must share the same vision. They must share it.
He's like a reliable insider. He said like he wants to be a part of it, but yeah, I want it to be multiple. Take their time with it, because I think with Infinity War they had like James Gunn and Ryan Coogler like wrote like the dialogue for certain characters that
Yeah, so that way the characters are consistent with where they left them.
So they should definitely do that.
Jesus Christ, not that old.
Rodney's on.
Rodney, you're on one.
Rodney's on a roast at the moment. Just like Evans.
I'm having fun tonight.
Evans takes.
Or Juliana's even calling you out. Jacob
Rude.
is getting. That's not very nice, Juliana.
It's not very nice. It's not nice at all.
We're all saying like, damn.
Mix of Miyagi Do and Cobra.
I love how like Yinko just rolled around there. Like,
Yink. So, what are your thoughts, Yink, on Secret Wars?
Not much of a Marvel fan for that one.
Whoa. Yo, wait. I thought you said something else then, dude.
Oh.
did we ever find out who fired?
No.
No, because everybody was off mute and everybody's screens was on, so we couldn't actually work out.
Do you know who I blame for that? Evan.
Yeah, I knew. How did I know?
But at least we know you're citing your sources, so that's good. I think Sam Raimi should definitely be in contention to be involved. I think his character. Do you know what it is? I think Secret Wars for me is one of them projects where I want a collaborative effort from different people. I think Ryan Coogler is amazing at world building. I think Sam Raimi is the best at character relationships and character dynamic. And then you get someone like maybe the Top Gun guy to handle all, like, let's say the connective tissue, like that. Those kinds of three directors, like those three sort of cohesive sort of styles coming together, could be everything that Secret Wars needs, because there's so much to juggle. There's so many characters to toss around. It's not going to be easy, and it's a tall order for anyone that gets involved.
It's a lot easier to do in comics. I think that's one of the older thing that people need to realize with like
Green is
Marvel
a
and
lot
DC.
different.
It's a lot easier to do it in comics than it is to bring it to a live adaptation.
Jesus. I mean, worst thing, I don't even like pie and mash, so joke.
What the fuck? Whoa! Sorry, what?
Excuse me, Evan.
We do not use that language here.
Pie and mash.
Pie and mash.
Sorry
How
to
dare you?
disappoint.
I'm surprised as well as a QPR fan. That's like, pie and chips is like the
But
standard.
we're not talking about pie and chips. We're talking about pie and mash. It's not
All right,
pie
well,
and chips.
point. Right.
It's the exact same thing, Evan. Mash is just a potato smashed up, man.
That was okay. Yeah.
Oh, Chris, you got some love in the chat, sir.
Ah, no freaking way. It's my best bud. Oh, I can't believe you're seeing this, man.
I can't tell that. I feel disappointed. Like, giving off like vibes.
Ah, jeez.
Well, with that being said, let's move on to the final topic of this stream. And for this one, there's no better person to lead the charge on this one than our boy, Miggy.
Oh,
Danny, read out that list. Read it out. The final topic.
So you got two final topics. You got the episode 15 from Sort of Source, creator that should not be named, and we gonna and then we got the Jackie Chan stuff. Go ahead, Shimmy.
Can I just say?
You need to say that, but anyway.
Why would you like reveal the amount of episodes in this season? I'm sorry, but like, why?
Why do you care?
Right. No, my point is that I think
Guys, let's make it about the actual episode thing, about not this other shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, not in terms of that. I'm just saying, like, for the, like, I'd rather find out, like, when the season drops. Oh, there's 15 episodes, or it's 8 and 7, or like in volumes or something. Like,
it's a number.
I know, but like,
I'm not worried about the I'm not worried about. We knew it was going to be more episodes.
I know,
anyway.
but I'm just saying, like, just the reveal would be cool.
Shut up.
What do you mean? I'm making my point, man.
Go ahead.
This is why you're in the naughty corner now.
Evan, you're in the naughty corner now. You're outside the circle of trust.
Okay, so
I mean,
I
was gonna say we're like getting an extra 5 hours, really.
Yeah.
We're here.
Pretty much,
True
yeah.
that.
So
We're
like
here.
it's just basically there's been some sort of like well we don't know if it's exactly going to be 15, but there's been some indication that there will be that many episodes because filming is going to be longer than what we're expecting normally. So that dumb. So yeah, like I mean I just want to talk about the volume thing. I don't want to call it volumes because it's too much like Stranger Things. I'd rather call it parts. So you know how they call the Karate Kid Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Imagine they do Cobra Kai Season 6.
I would like that. That would be
Cobra
cool.
Kai Season 6,
Yeah.
Part 2.
You mean season 6A and then B, 6B, right?
Yeah, basically like The Sopranos. They did that.
Yeah. Or Teen Wolf. Or Teen Wolf. It's the same.
Or Teen Wolf, yeah. Like basically like Teen Wolf didn't really do that, I don't think.
Yes, they did. It's season 6. One is the Ghost Riders, and the other's the last.
Oh
with the
no,
hunters.
no, actually you're right. Yeah, I didn't know because I just binged it all in one, so I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good to recap.
Yeah, I watched the show after it ended, but basically, yeah, I just really enjoyed like hearing this idea that there'll be 2 parts, and if
I think they should do it. It makes sense.
If we are getting like one volume of 10 and then another volume of 5, just think about how long the second volume will be per episode.
Yeah. Or if
It's
anything,
gonna be
you
a
could make- you could do, like,
big
10
mama
episodes
season.
and then do like a 2-hour, 3-hour part. Like, you know,
I'm sure you all agree on this, but we've got to see a movie length Fulani and be able to see that in the cinema, like we're watching the Karate.
I would like that.
They got to do it.
LA premiere. I'm manifesting it.
And literally
manifest
premiere specifically for the finale would be fantastic as well. Because like do that on a global basis as well. Like just promote that shit so much. Like it's the last one. Like, make it count like a source. Like Evan needs to make it count every source, right?
Every source.
Every source.
Exactly. So like yeah, just the length of season 6. It's the biggest season, so we are expecting a lot more. And I know everyone was kind of worried if it's just 10 episodes this season. How are we going to factor in all the things we need to and finalize this?
There's a lot of ground to cover, especially with what we know thus far. You know that there's 2 major things that happen within like the first few episodes. Like leave no stone unturned. Like expect everything this season. Like everything. Like nothing is off the table. With it being the final season, they could go balls to the wall and throw everything at us. Everything.
Exactly.
I saw someone that said to me in a comment, they were like, "I don't like the idea of a tournament replay." I think they could still do it. Like there's, if it being the final, like at this point, you're at the end of it.
Yeah.
Why
Might as well go all the way out.
It's just a tournament replay. Like the real focus is the Sekai Taikai, but you know, it's more of just, I guess, writing
you know
bombs
what?
in a way.
So this thing about the replay and all that, it would be interesting is if instead, let's say like with the first part, we get the focus on the preparation with the tournament, and we get a little time jump to an All Valley. But like we were saying, Jacob, it could be with Anthony, Kenny, Devon, and then the Sekai Takai is the main focus of the second part, or it could be that could be at the start, Sekai Takai right at the end of the first part, and then the second part is sort of the Sekai Takai 2, and then also just finalizing it with something more serious in the World Tournament. Like we were saying, always like the post-tournament stuff, it's always crazy. Like Season 5, that was built off the end of Season 4, so...
Yeah.
I think
Mr.
with this season...
Z was very funny.
With compared to other seasons, like Season 4
Missing
especially...
something.
Like, it's not going to be like filler. Like for Season 4, there was a lot of like filler and stuff they just didn't particularly need in Season 4. But I think with Season 6, they can just do like...
I wouldn't say too much.
No, but I think they can just close everything off because...
I'll tell you what, your sources are filler, sir.
No,
I'm
my
kidding.
sources are good,
Continue,
so-
sir. Continue.
My sources are good. Thank
you.
No, I don't know what's worse. Statement
Jury's
or
out on that one. Wouldn't you agree, Adam?
Nah, continue, please.
Actually, no.
No, actually, no.
Okay. I don't even know. I've lost where I am because I got cut off. Where was I? Oh, yeah, that was it. So, do you think the episodes are going to be like an hour, or do you think they're going to sit like the 30 to 40 minutes? Like,
I would like
30 to 40 minutes.
40, 45 minutes minimum.
What, each
Like, there'll be
episode?
the one episode that's the shortest, as always every season. But like, I do want the season to feel longer. Like, well, for me personally, I would like to see it. You know how Endgame was so much longer, or felt longer than Infinity War. I really want it to take its time to build of this tournament. I don't want it rushed, because that was my worry with Season 6. How are they going to build this tournament when the Sekai Takai just got introduced to us like late in Season 5? So I wanted that build up to go over Season 6.
Yeah, I want them to take its time with it.
That's
you know?
why I'm like happy there's going to be way more episodes, because that means you don't need Season 7.
You don't need to rush.
Exactly.
And also, I like the idea of it being portioned out as well, where we have Volume 1 hype, like just for instance sake, and then Volume 2, so we can allow Volume 1 to digest, and then it allows us to enjoy the ride a little bit more. Like everyone's like, oh, but you milk. No, that's not milking. That's just enjoying the ride because it's going to be finishing. Like, I want to enjoy this, you know. And we're at a point where I think the show really deserves that. And I think as the years progress, Cobra Kai will. Don't be surprised if Cobra Kai is one of them shows that you know, like word of mouth spreads about. Oh, you should check out this show. Oh yeah, I was gonna watch it, but it looked too soap opera-y for me. And that same person will go and watch it and then say, "Oh yeah, this show's sick. Why didn't I watch it sooner?" Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why.
Or they will say
Thanks for
something like
saying that.
that. They will say something like that and then go watch a show like Outer Banks and then try to say they're justified.
Rodney, do not open up a can of worms here.
Really, not that show.
Don't stir
Here we go.
And here
Oh, I don't believe it. I
don't believe it. Kenny would whoop his ass. Like, don't start that.
We don't talk about Anthony anymore. Every time we talk
No,
about
we don't
Anthony,
talk about Anthony. You know what? Let's do a quick side note. Should we do our traditional and we talk about Mitch for 5 seconds?
Oh god.
Oh.
So let's talk about what we're excited to see from Mitch in Season 6.
Somebody kicking him in the face.
Not seeing him again after Season 6.
honestly, no hate to the actor, but yeah, I wouldn't mind not seeing him.
Why
the actor? Yeah, no, but not.
The actor's cool.
Yeah, all right. He's already got more than enough screen time. Let's talk about.
Oh, by the way, yeah,
let's not do that.
Aiden's a lad. Aiden is a lad. It's a funny dude.
The guy is nice who plays him, but we don't need to see.
Yeah, we don't need Mitch. Time to trim off the.
He doesn't need screen time.
That would sound.
He could be a waiter
He doesn't
somewhere.
He doesn't have to
That
be
would sound
anybody's
horrible.
punching bag
Anthony's
this
right.
time.
Just snake in the grass.
I hope he's not in it and no one addresses it at all. Like no one asks where Mitch is.
It just
like,
fades into the background and no one ever.
Here's the thing: they can still be in the next season.
I want a clean Season 6. No dirt, like no Mitch dirt.
Yeah.
Clean.
I mean, I'm
honest,
sorry. I'm
like-
still never gonna get over the fact that this mofo was like,
Like he's like, stripping, like it's like
He
he's
thought
doing
he-
a
he
strip
thought he
point.
was
He's
so
like,
cool,
he's like
but
revealing his like chest, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm in Cobra Kai. Like, who cares? Like you just
literally
like,
no
go
one
over
cared.
there. We got Tori and we got
Exactly.
Robert. You go over there.
Worst
care about
trade ever.
Ever.
Also, whose idea
Kwame
was to
Brown
actually
for
make
Paul
that
Gasol.
like fan theory of a secret spy a real thing, and then just chose, you know, the best person to give
You know
that?
what?
Let's just give it to Mitch.
No.
It's Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown. It was just a horrible trade.
Mentioning Mitch was the
Hold on.
best thing I could have done.
There's something you're missing here. Everyone was making this stupid theory in season 3.
Yeah.
Around the time season 3 came out, that Hawk was a spy.
As a spy.
Hawk is a spy.
Oh, I will
made-
never forget that. Those were the
Which
days.
made no sense because we saw Hawk's inner thoughts.
I mean,
And
Hawk's
here's the
literally
thing.
like. Oh, but yeah, he's a spy. Like, I mean, yeah, that makes
And here's
sense.
the thing.
They
okay?
showed us what he was
No, I
thinking
hate that
about.
that-
How is that even possible?
And I actually think I will not. I won't put it past anybody, but I won't be surprised if the Mitch stuff was a way of taking the Mick out of that theory.
Yeah,
Saying,
it probably,
"You
it
guys
probably
believe
is a
spy.
tongue in
How about
cheek
we
way
just
of
make
saying
penis breath the spy?"
Mm.
It's funny.
it's it's a troll, is what it is.
Basically that. It's like the stuff in season 3. You remember when everyone's like, "Oh my god, Ali's gonna save Miguel,"
And it's the blonde doctor,
then
and it's not Ali, and the camera
the woman
lingers on
is
her
not-
for an extra minute.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point where we all thought that, but then we started to realize
It was
no,
plausible.
it's just to
It
keep
was
you on your
plausible.
toes.
It was also like that theory where, like, for some strange reason, when the prom stuff came out with Tori and
Terry
Robbie,
Silver's
they
Miguel's
thought it
dad.
was going to be
Oh,
his
that one.
mother at the prom.
Oh god, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Jesus
Like, why?
fucking
Why would you
Christ.
take your mum to prom?
Why would somebody like Robbie take his mom to prom? That's like
Exactly.
That's some weirdo stuff.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
Okay, boys, I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of low-key said that.
It's okay.
Oh god.
I mean, hey, look. To be fair, we've all had mishaps.
you know
I
what
mean,
I-
look what I have to deal with. Look what we all have to deal with these two here, with like the
Here's
the
the thing with
Samson
that.
thing. Like, I mean,
that specific
Yeah,
thing,
Sam something, yeah.
we all thought it could be Tory, but that specific angle, I was like, I don't
People
know.
said it was Moon. As well.
oh, that pissed me right off. I was like, why in
How
that?
is-
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
hold on a
understand-
minute. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because these guys right here were like, oh, it's Moon. It's Moon. That's
I remember
stupid.
RJ
Because
and
yeah,
Danny saying
Robbie's like
Who
Hawk
did say that?
speaking to Moon, and Robbie
did?
takes her to dance.
I said it could
remember
be
it.
Moon. I don't know.
How could it be
No,
Moon?
one of you
She has a
guys-
completely
How?
different hairstyle.
Yeah,
One of you guys said
lost over
Robbie was
there.
trying to piss off.
I think it was when the teaser came out and we saw like the 30 second,
Oh,
like,
because some of you were saying about you wanted a bit
Strings of
more from
prisoners,
Robbie.
RJ.
Oh wait, hold on a second. You guys wanted a bit more from Robbie in season 4. If he was trying to do that to make Hawk jealous, you would have hated that.
He's not.
Oh,
That's what
I
people
think it's
said.
out of character. Like, I wouldn't have done that at all. Like, that,
Yeah, that's
that
what I
was
mean.
way out of character.
But also,
Way out of character.
I think I only thought the Shannon Keen thing because I thought maybe they're celebrating like the whole rehab
Damn,
success
Chris
or
is out there. Yeah, I mean, we've all had like interesting theories.
That's
along
probably the
way.
worst theory I've had though.
I think nothing will top the one that Danny is a fan of. Danny, what's that theory that you absolutely
Danny's got
love
many
with your
great
8 out of 10?
theories.
What is
You know, it's your favorite one of all time?
Hawk
What are you guys talking about?
Kenny and Julie, that one.
Sorry, the way you turned around was like the Undertaker. It was like,
There's a
Wait, isn't it the Kenny Julie theory?
oh, I thought your one was like the Amanda.
I didn't say that shit.
Amanda related.
No,
to
not
Priest.
you. But
I didn't say that.
I never said
I didn't say that shit either.
Elite series.
What?
Like,
But you
Ever.
It's a certain career.
someone on
Bob and
YouTube
Joe.
made this theory that Kenny's mum is Julie Pierce, which is
I was like, that's.
Oh, I remember that.
This
do
is
you know
That's
how
typical
stupid.
color works?
from
That
people
was
who
me.
don't
That's
understand
like-
how race dilution works. That's not how it works.
But
You know
also,
how
why
skin
would
color works.
Kenny's mum be Julie? There's no relation there, though.
There's
Like,
just
you can't
no
connect
relation.
them.
People
Kenny's
just
mom
find
was Julie, he
sensational
looked like me.
ways.
He looked like me, okay? If Kenny's mom was Julie, he looked like me. That's pretty much it.
See, over here on the Kings of Pop Culture, we are a multicultural, so we can
That's
give
like-
you the benchmark for different.
That's
things.
like saying Darius and Adam are biological brothers or something.
You know what? Let's make that a thing.
yes. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, bro?
No much, you know. Have you seen Mum and
Ah,
Dad lately?
that's
Come on.
enough.
Yeah. And
Complete
Wait, so
opposite.
do you
down
remember the
now.
theory when where was it? Somebody said Johnny gets Amanda pregnant. Like all of those, like
Bro.
that
oh
type of-
God.
Oh
Somebody-
yeah, I just need to put
Oh
this out
my
there. What is
God.
with the cuckoldery in the Cobra Kai
Yeah.
family?
Also, why
Yeah.
are they
Or
so
Sam
Why does everyone want to
pregnant?
cuck Daniel?
or
No,
Sam's
but
getting
also-
pregnant. All this rubbish.
Sam and
like-
Troy are underage in this story. They're not
creepy
getting
Yeah,
pregnant.
they're
Yeah.
not gonna do teen
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Dirty,
They're not
dirty
getting
people.
Not-
It's not
we don't need
MTV
that.
in the 2000s. No one's getting pregnant.
No.
What is this? Degrassi?
Boy.
Like we're not doing. This isn't Degrassi. We're not doing. that.
Degrassi. Dear God.
I mean, no,
Nobody-
honestly, like, no
nobody
joke, like
gets
it's a
shot
bit
in the
creepy.
Baseball.
Like every
No.
time I see these things, I'm like, why do people want to cuck Daniel so hard? Like, what? Leave the geezer alone. Like, for God's sake.
Weird behavior.
What's next?
Like first it was
Carmen
Johnny,
and
then it was
Daniel.
Mike, then it was Silver. Like,
Nah,
stop it.
remember Daniel was
Where's
Tori's
this
dad,
face
period.
smack meme
Oh
when you
God!
need it?
Oh God! Oh no, Silver's everyone's father, isn't he? Like that's
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh,
or
that one
Barnes.
with him and McDodge.
Maybe it's just
Silver's
because
I heard-
everybody has an issue with
Silver
Daniel
was
now,
Miguel's
apparently.
father.
Silver's Miguel's father and Tori's father.
I'm sorry, but
I
that was a
heard-
dumbass theory.
Mm.
I heard that Kreese is Amanda's daddy
I remember that.
from another creator.
I remember that.
I remember
Didn't
that.
someone
no.
say that Terry Silver was it related to Amanda? So Amanda was only with Daniel to get back at Daniel.
She
or
really
Silver
committed to
get
that
back at
bitch.
Daniel.
She had 2 kids with them. How hard did she commit to the?
Why would
to the
Silver
bit?
be
Yeah,
that?
Man,
gay?
she had Thanos level commitment. I tell you, that's what that is.
That's one hell of a
Jesus
bet.
Christ.
That's even bigger.
What's up with everybody wanting Daniel to get this Talia energy with Batman? I don't understand.
Oh God, definitely not. No.
Wait,
no,
what
thank you.
about Yaya was dying?
Worst-
Everyone was convinced.
Worst
Like,
baby
Yaya
mama
was-
ever.
Oh, Evan, didn't you do a video on that where you like just to
Damn
be a
right,
serial
Daniel.
killer and to being
No.
Be in control.
I
No,
thought you did. I thought you talked about it in your other video.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, you didn't. Oh,
Actually,
shit.
no.
Oh no, you
No,
did a
no,
video on
actually,
Dugan,
no.
didn't you? Dugan's return.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You're like talking about Dugan and how great it is that he's going to return.
I definitely did not do that video.
Yes, you
I don't know
did.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you did. You did.
Well,
You did.
Evan, why are you lying to the people? You never like.
Why you always lying?
Oh, what about theories like Kreese makes Robbie his personal spy? Like, I mean, what is wrong with people, honestly?
Came up with that one.
I mean,
There's
the
also
moral of
this
the story is we've all had L takes here or there.
Yes,
You know?
everybody
There's
has
also
at
this
least one or
theory
two.
that Evan is related
Nothing
to
that
one of the
ridiculous
characters.
though. Jesus.
Evan,
Not
is
that
this true?
bad.
Can you confirm this source, please? Can you confirm?
For what?
Yeah.
And you're related to
even-
one of the
You can't
characters.
even.
He's just so confused. I think we're all in agreement. Theories are just light-hearted fun, and it's okay to be right, and it's okay to be wrong.
Could be wrong.
Yeah,
Now,
it's just about fun,
speaking
mate.
of news and rumors, this little Jackie Chan news.
Mm.
Tell me more,
Mr.
gentlemen.
Han.
Tell me more.
I'm confused about what this is for. Is this for the movie or for the show?
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so-
for the movie.
I'm so
Movie.
sick of this shit.
This is the thing. Okay, here's the thing, right? So, according to Discussing Film, who we know are very reliable,
Yeah,
Yeah.
not.
they said
not
Jackie
right
Chan
Not
is going to
discussing
return,
film, discussing
right? So, what we first heard before this news is that this new Karate Kid film is a reboot of a reboot. So, it's not part of the Jaden Smith stuff, it's not part of the
Yeah.
Miyagi verse, right? Now, once that article came out, everything changed because Jackie Chan is returning as Mr. Han. So then that begs the question: are they doing a sequel to the 2010 film? But then
Hold
it's
on,
a
hold
sequel
on.
as a reboot?
Or are they doing a different character?
Or is Mr.
Oh.
Han
No, because they wouldn't do that.
trying to get
because
back in? Are they trying to make him canon?
Everyone knows Jackie Chan as Mr. Han, so they wouldn't have him be another character.
We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
It's Sony.
Sorry.
It is.
Anime.
Sony. Sony, why do we need this movie? I still don't know why this movie needs to happen, bro. Like, why,
Yeah,
what,
it makes no sense.
I'm gonna
why are we
just
doing this?
bring up this point I've been saying to people a lot this week. When they did Kung Fu Kid, it should have been called Kung Fu Kid: A Karate Kid Story.
Yeah.
Then you could have
Well,
made it
yeah,
canon
Rogue
in the
One.
Miyagi
it's
verse.
easy to make a title just to pay homage.
Yeah, that's the thing, Chris. And also, they could have made it part of the Miyagi-verse from the start, not directly connected, but then they could pick up the characters.
Technically, they still
in
can.
Cobra Kai.
There's nothing that
I
happens.
mean, the thing is, they were going to do a part 2 after the first one. and
Yeah, they
never got
technically
around
still
to it.
can, Darius. That's in 2010.
So
Yeah,
they
there's
can
nothing
still-
that in there that
yeah.
contradicts anything, like at all.
Right,
So,
so-
technically, they can wreck on it.
So
make
they
it part of
can
the
bring
value.
it in, but obviously Jackie Chan is a performer and actor in the universe, as they referred to him as.
Yeah, that's the weird part. But just don't think about it.
But he can still have a cameo.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He can't be Mr. Harm. He can have
A cameo would be cool.
I'm sorry, but this company is ridiculous. Okay, first off, we have
Full
a great
screen.
show in Cobra Kai, and then it gives Sony the idea of not to make a movie like down the line with the Cobra Kai.
John Hayden and Josh, who have revitalized the franchise.
Let's make a Karate Kid, a new Karate Kid.
You know what they could have done? Like, here's what I would do
with the Karate
would've-
Miyagi verse. Let's just do, and it's just like this company just doesn't think.
If you want to make a Miyagi, if you want to make a movie, do a Miyagi verse movie. If you don't want to have it be about the Cobra Kai characters, fine. Just have it set somewhere else. Like,
yeah,
Could have just had
still
it.
in the
You
same
could have just
universe.
had.
Wait, isn't it?
Could have just had Julie Pierce do it.
Yeah, that's
Isn't it the
that's what I
student-
would
Isn't
do.
there
Like,
rumors that the
Pierce-
kid is going to
Pierce-
teach
Yeah,
an
it's
adult
teaching
how
the
to fight?
teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there's
it's
also that
Daniel
as well. So
teaching
don't tell
Miyagi
me.
in a way.
Do not tell me that Jackie Chan is going to be taught how to
That
fight
better
by
not
a
be the
random
story.
little kid.
Teaching Jackie
they
Chan
did
how to
it.
fight.
Yeah, that's a
They
hard
do
sell.
that
That's like
playing that
teaching. That's
character.
like getting Evan teaching us how to source stuff. Like it's like it's
Yeah.
No, it'd have to be the other way
Definitely
around.
not happening.
Or that's like
love
us
you, Evan.
leaving 8 out of 10.
But like, hopefully they change the story.
That's actually good though.
I
Debatable.
do want to see Jackie Chan again.
Debatable.
That'd be cool. But like,
I'm just tired of this company. Like
Sony is the gift,
ridiculous.
the gift that keeps
This
on
is
giving. man.
ridiculous.
I'm just
So-
sick of reboots at this
So
point. That's what we
RJ's
get.
arch nemesis is Sony. Danny's arch nemesis.
So I have a pot noodle.
Jacob,
hell
who
yeah.
is your arch nemesis?
Don't eat that.
We know who my arch nemesis is. We know.
Evan.
Kathleen Kennedy?
No.
Oh, Jacob in the dark. Remember?
Evan, what?
Evan, what? Evan?
What are you talking about?
Evan, what are you talking about, sir?
Why are you talking ridiculous?
Evan, you know you
What
really
did
kind
you
of
just say?
Get me. I'm concerned. Get my.
Evan is.
From someone saying it in a stream of you.
Okay,
Evan, you
that
need
solves everything.
Evan, you got,
Wait.
you got issues,
Sorry,
man.
Chris. What did you say?
I was quite worried because and I said,
G Unit. What are you
"Well,
talking about?
that solves everything."
Georgia does. Can I just ask you, why are you wearing
G
that?
Unit.
Yeah, Chris. What's with the whole aesthetic?
What's
Right?
going on
G-Unit.
there, buddy?
This is G Unit right here.
Well,
Also, I just want to
since
say we
internet
spoke
became
about
a-
Avengers earlier on. You know, if anyone says I have an army,
We have
We have
a
a Hulk.
We have the culture.
We have a Georgia does.
we have G Unit.
Yoriades.
Malika.
We have a Malika.
G Unit.
The word.
Ah, if
my God,
any of
Darius,
you
I
out
thought
there
you were
messes
gonna
with
do
my
that to me
boys,
like last
it's las malacas.
Nine, Chris, you're today.
You know, Santos.
It's Fast and
from
Furious.
Santos.
You doing a
G
face
Unit,
reveal?
baby.
Face
Oh
reveal.
wait, Chris, are we about to get a face reveal? Let's get Quiver. Hang on, let's get
Go
Quiver
on.
playing. Royalty free.
Come on,
He's
bro.
like, royalty
no.
free.
What, is this a homemade Spider-Man suit?
No, because people already know and saw my face before, so the internet became a bad place for me. So it's better for me to cover my face, not to be used for people's entertainment.
Chris, it's time for a face reveal.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Chris verse.
Whoa!
Whoa, enough of that.
Whoa, enough of that, sir. Enough of that. Wait, hang on a
Nick.
minute. Who did we lose?
Nate Diaz.
Inco.
So violent.
Damn. Oh yeah. I mean, like with the strike and whatnot. No pun
Oh,
intended. To Cody.
there might be some bad news regarding that.
It'll never be over.
Okay.
This will never be over.
I think it's like July 2nd.
Oh,
the
I can
actors
do it
might
again.
the actors and directors might go on strike.
That's the day after my birthday.
It's getting bad.
All right,
It's getting
Saturday,
bad, bro.
Sunday.
They're waiting for my birthday. I appreciate that.
Coming for you, bitch.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you need to tell someone else to do that.
No.
That actually
Apparently,
yeah.
and apparently, if you guys
next
didn't
week.
know, Netflix is holding up the deal.
Next week.
Netflix.
Do you
Netflix
watch
are the ones holding
Darius,
up
what's the
deal.
source on that? Because I actually didn't
Next
see
week.
anything on that.
Next
But that's
Next
like,
week.
What's the
I'm
source,
hearing-
Darius?
Said it. Lots of people have said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Netflix are the ones holding everyone up. Apparently.
Oh, it would be Netflix, wouldn't it?
It would be Netflix.
I'm so sick. You make terrible content. You're talking
Every
Let's
streaming
see.
service is
Audrey, you
If
and
you know.
Darius appreciate writing. Why aren't you guys striking?
Nah, I mean Netflix is like the
I mean,
right.
I can't afford a flight to LA. But if this was
We were
last
there
year,
last year.
Can you imagine, like, RJ's like,
I
what
would've
do
been
we
happy to
want?
do it.
When do we want it?
Where do you
Me
want
and
it?
Audrey were
now?
saying,
Bro,
because we were
I'm
in
too
LA
poor to
last
go on
year, we
strike,
would have
bro. What am I
definitely
going
been
on
on
strike
strike
for?
with them.
Not
Yeah,
a good
RJ,
idea.
how come you're not there on the front lines, like, backing the play?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You know how much a flight to LA costs?
How does this affect the writer's
It's more
legacy? Come on.
for me than it is for you, mother.
You RJ, you should be...
You're on an 8-hour flight, sir. I gotta pay for all money.
11 hours 45.
8 hour. I don't know. Who cares?
You know how much LA
I don't
costs to
believe
get
it.
to
Kenny
in the
would
summer?
whoop his ass.
I don't
Yeah, but
believe
do you know how much LA
It's like
costs?
land.
How does this affect all
LeBron's
things Cobra
legacy.
Kai's
LeBron's
legacy?
legacy.
What was that?
I don't know. Ask Mike
Yo.
Malone. He likes the Lakers.
Whoa.
He'll tell you.
And he just has so much as a problem with them.
Mm.
What are you doing, man? What's going on?
Evan, you got to explain that, sir.
But yeah,
How?
the strike.
What?
The strike looks.
Not that hot. This guy woke up this morning. He was white.
That's one of the funniest episodes of Prison Break.
Right,
This is
what
a
was
true statement.
what's the next topic?
This
That's
is
the last topic.
This is
That's
the
the
last.
final one.
Oh, this is strike stuff. All right.
Yeah. So now it's just a
Danny,
free for all. This is an addendum, so 20 minutes of whatever anyone wants to talk
Danny,
about.
didn't you want to announce your next big collab? I heard some rumors Danny Watkins is doing a really big collaboration.
Danny, you're
And
over
it's called
here. We're not
Fast and
facing the wall.
Furious. It's called Fast and Furious 11. Look at
Tell you
Danny's face.
Where is it? Oh, wow. For some reason, I've got this. 1 sec. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, what's this?
It was a throwback. It was an old image from one of the other
That
streams.
is, wow, that isn't. Is that the one? I can't remember which stream that was.
One
That
of the
was
reunions.
definitely before season 4. Wow.
One of the reunion ones. Jesus Christ. We know that, right? We know the if we got
bro.
we got to share it. 20 people watching right now. Holy Jesus!
Oh my god.
That's not a good way to give your send off, man. Come on.
I need to catch up on
Outer
something
Banks.
immediately. What have I missed?
Put that
Outer
comment back up
Banks.
there. Put
That's
that
Outer
comment
Banks.
back up there. Put that comment right back up there now.
Oh!
RJ's about to throw hands.
Yeah, put this comment back.
Oh,
No.
This
No.
is shocking right here.
That show is awful.
Oh yeah, PSA. All you Outer Banks fanboys that wanted JJ to be Johnny Storm. Hell, no.
Sorry.
Oh,
Ah, hell
Paul
no.
Mescal.
Oh no, Joe Keery, please.
no.
Oh, he back.
Show is an embarrassment.
Harley,
Film.
we need to cook.
We need to cook. Jesse.
Half. There is no your half. There is only my all of it. Don't just call anonymously.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah,
on the counter.
Bitch.
Oh, I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
the workstation.
We need to.
So
This is my
should we all do it?
private-
Let's just quickly do this.
well, actually, just keep this loud.
Mr. Watley, Mr. Watley.
RJ. Patriots suck, and RJ's a huge OBX fan.
Yeah, the biggest one you'll ever see.
Outer Banks, we need to cook.
That show needs.
Oh Lord.
Who is John 8?
We need a vacation.
If you're so worried about the secrets, why don't you go down there and kick his ass right now?
Jesus Christ.
We need vacation. Don't bring up OBX.
Dude, this looks so cool.
You
I actually
people in
like
the
this
comment
guy.
section. Don't bring up outer wet, whatever.
Whoa!
Excuse me.
Whoa!
You
Sir.
Excuse
me?
Sir.
Us.
Right, I know we sometimes let language fly, but that will get me demonetized out here,
You can't
sir.
repeat yourself?
No, absolutely not. No.
This is what happens when you bring up that.
Even though, to be
Okay.
fair, I'm in complete agreement with you. We're all in
Does
agreement.
does anyone response you can give RJ to that? Play the clip.
Whoa!
What?
the
Wait,
hell?
Whoa! Hey, yo!
Whoa!
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna highlight that shit. No way.
What the hell?
What if RJ like slipping?
Ah!
You know the Fair Army video? No, the Fair Army video.
Freaking Kenny, man.
Mode.
The Fair Army video.
Screw the Fail Army video.
That's
I
the
don't
one.
know if I still have it.
Wait,
Good.
you deleted it?
It's not me.
No, but we made the joke, and then there was one of Jacob.
It looks just like you though. That is crazy.
Yeah, but it's just funny because the way so many memes. We're like,
Jesus
this is
Christ!
me-
Wait,
this is the
what
argument
one
at
is
the
it on? Because I'm gonna get it up regardless.
It's
Fail
the
Army.
same one I saw of you and RJ in the same compilation. I can't remember which one.
Hope that video is deleted.
Right, I need to go on a research thing. You guys carry on.
I might
before
already
I'm gonna
have
find
it. Wait. I might already have it on my stream.
Whoa! Yo! Whoa!
What?
Jeez, people on.
Wait,
We all know.
wait, what was said? Oh,
We all know.
Oh, Jesus, for real.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
wait,
There's,
what's going
there's
on now?
something in the water tonight, and it's not a good thing.
I said that to this guy that was dressed up as Batman the other day, and he just started laughing. Dude, we should have done that with the 8 out of 10 and put Danny.
Oh no! I know what I have to do.
That would have been
Right,
the best layout.
Oh yes.
Awesome,
Evan's
boy.
taking control.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking control. Nah, that's it. Your time's up.
of their screen.
Sound like Soldier Boy.
RJ, can you confirm if this is a black and white background?
I'm not. How many times do I have to ask my mom for like?
No, I'm asking you.
RJ, can we
No matter what I say, you're just not gonna believe me. You're gonna get your.
Well, I don't believe it. Kenny would whoop his ass.
Oh my god!
Tweener.
What a question, eh?
Oh, Evan.
What's your random
Evan? What?
Was that question really
Jay might be
necessary?
you.
Chris.
No, I'm single. Thank you. Simple answer.
That is the most.
That is a random question.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, we're at a point now where I think the stream has run its course. But we're going on
that's
a
where we end
little
the stream.
break. So a little break, a little hiatus, but it's good. Going to go back to the drawing board and reassess a few different things and a few different moving parts and pieces. But it's good though. It bodes well for the future because last time we took a break, we came back with more energy, more structure, and more planning and whatever else. So it'll be that is a weirdly specific question. So it'll bode well for us going forward. I want to give a massive shout out to Cody who popped in earlier at the start of this stream. I also want to give a huge shout out to Yinko, the Duke of Wellington, Evan, Bob and Joe, RJ, Goat ZZ, DCK, CEO of Cooking.
We need to cook.
We need to cook. Shamoon, Cobra Kai Nation, CEO of Cobra Kai Nation.
Yes, sir.
Darius, Mamba, hashtag
The
Goat.
Flash.
The Flash. No, not that. Whoops. And Christian Cage 669. I thought that said something else. Then the Punisher.
What the hell was that?
MMA the CEO of Texas. Kanan, where the brew? And well, family baby.
Forever.
Right now, Christian, can you give us some words to end off on this stream, please?
I will tell you all how much I really missed doing this thing with you all. And I really hope you all really missed me, because I've been really busy when it comes to assignment work. But as Jacob has said, you'll be a big hiatus, and when we come back, there's a possibility I may come back full time, or maybe not. There are no guarantees up to these days, everyone. We're all busy. We're all living in 2 different time zones, and I said that like a million times already.
Absolutely.
So, man, I will tell you all being back here after all this long makes me feel nostalgic and amazing to be with my internet family here. Joseph Familia forever, baby.
Yeah.
Love you, dude.
I liked your sign off on Shamoon's channel.
I mean, Evan, you got some good compilation
You want to
material.
promote yourself before anyone says that. I'm kidding.
Oh, is this the run of Evan's compilations? I cannot wait.
Once there's no more compilations.
Oh my god, are you confirming that?
You're evolving.
RJ, where can people find you?
I didn't confirm anything.
Season 5 review when? Yinko, sir, can you
comments
leave us
wanna-
with some parting words
want you,
before we
RJ.
end this stream, sir? Some parting words. Now, keep it PG.
Blame Pro, don't fix it.
Wow, I'm glad it wasn't anything else.
I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I always highlight that comment.
Yo, he was gonna land it on the wall.
Highlight that comment.
That one or
No.
Yinka, what's your Yinka, what's your thoughts on J Money's
On what?
What's your thoughts on the Batman with the 8 out of 10?
I am vengeance. I am the night. Oh, sorry though.
I am.
8 out of 10?
Chris,
Is that what
you?
you
I
said?
can't even see you.
Yeah, that.
Unit, man.
What are your thoughts on that, sir?
I misheard it.
No. Maybe more like a 9.
Repeat the question again. You guys glitched it at my screen.
Say hello, Misty.
Hello, Misty.
Hello, Misty.
Hello.
Hello. Meow. 8 out of 10.
Stay.
Aww.
Meow. Look at the loyal subjects. Look at them.
Danny, I know you said you don't like Endgame that much. What would you rate it out of 10?
Oh yeah.
7.
Oh, I was gonna. If you said
What's up
8,
with this? What's up with this guy hating on Adam Driver in the chat?
Yeah, we don't do that here. Adam Driver is an Oscar almost winning actor. Like, that's not one of the finest actors in our current generation.
Who's hating on him?
He said.
Sorry. No. Let's put some respect on our boy here. Like,
Kevin, sir, come on now.
That's part of the sequels.
literally,
Definitely was.
like his back needed surgery for the amount of like
movement there was amazing.
I mean, you see him in was it Marriage Story? Oh God.
He's gonna
What a
kill it.
performance.
He's gonna kill it as Riddick, bro.
Somebody said that he was a good actor. I was like, what? What? What do you?
RJ, your mustache is like much more visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look slightly more Italian than.
I think that's somewhere else with that.
Watching too much Sopranos.
Wait, wait, TGK, what did he say?
Shut out, yeah.
Watch the replay.
Watch the
replay.
I want to know what he said.
I said I thought he was going somewhere else with that.
So Georgia does. Where can people find your next video?
Georgia Daz.
Repeat the question again. I didn't hear you well.
Are you a Yankees fan?
He's a G Unit fan.
Oh God.
What?
Christian, I said, where can people find your next video?
When's gonna be my next video? You mean?
Yeah.
It's
Luigi.
still under reconsideration of which I'm gonna take my channel at that point, because at that point I don't know which direction should I go with it. So there's a possibility I may redo the entire purpose of it, or maybe.
What the hell was that?
What?
Who's playing the farting noises?
It sounded like an
I'll
awesome.
take it. It's got to be Evan.
So
That-
can we
that
just
was
bring
a
a full
golden
circle
comment
back to
this
where we
one.
started the stream? Who farted? Come on. Who let it off?
What?
Darius like, what?
What the?
At the start of the stream, who let it off? Who's the one that was
I
responsible?
think it's Evan, man. It's got to be Evan.
It wasn't me. I'm not even gonna fucking.
What the
defend myself
f
because
is going on?
Yeah, exactly.
I like when he said that because it was on his stream as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Sounded too accurate there.
Yeah.
Evan, are you like letting your intrusive thoughts play out
Back out again.
Evan, did you really enjoy that?
It was an 8 out of 10.
Whoa,
Whoa, no. I can't delete that comment because I'm on StreamYard. Someone remove that comment.
What?
Whoa.
Jesus
My
Christ.
guy, you gotta keep your hands to yourself, my guy. Like you
We
gotta,
don't need it.
Wrong
Everyone,
website,
hands up.
Wrong website, buddy.
wrong website.
Wrong website, wrong Yinko. Adam. Yinko, Adam.
Adam, put your hands up.
I
Hands
didn't
up,
fucking hear what you
everyone.
were saying. I was trying to get the comment. Okay.
Whoa, hey,
The
yo.
hands are still down.
Hey, yo.
Where's the other
Nico's
hand?
got one hand.
We don't do that here. We do not do that here.
Ooh, you need to.
Right, okay. I want to take the final couple of minutes to just say this one thing. Pop culture is great, but I also want to stress sometimes some things shouldn't be said. You gotta filter what's appropriate and what's not. And sometimes certain things, like let's say someone being attractive, for instance,
Promoting on someone's
and
channel.
promoting on someone else's channel and stuff. We don't do that here either. Most of us. But you know, every now and then, some things shouldn't be said, and some things should be just kept like you know, like the word filter. That should be applied. You know, because comments like that, they make me feel like Evan's like being watched more than us, and. I'm sorry, Evan. I love you, bro. I always throw you under the bus. I'm sorry.
I take more shit than,
Evan, you
than
take the
any of
most
you
shit
lot.
out of everyone.
And
You're right, and we commend you for it.
But yeah, point being, sometimes things should just be not said, and that's one of them, one of many, and it adds to the stereotype of why nerds are viewed as the way we are.
This is why people don't like nerds, bro.
This is why people don't like nerds. This is exactly why. But then you get us, some of us, and then you know you're reminded why nerds ain't so bad. You know, so
Yeah,
Actually. And then there's RJ.
And then there's RJ.
Look at my own.
And then there's Evan.
What's
And then
that
there's
supposed
Chris.
to mean?
And then
you know what
there's
it's supposed to be.
Then there's
Mr.
G-Unit.
Cage.
Many men.
And then there's all of us.
And then there's Darth Vader.
No, you gotta take that off. It's kind of like just a little bit.
Chris, can you do a face reveal?
you
Come
hiding,
on.
Chris, why have you still got that mask on? I'm asking.
What are you hiding, Chris?
Ooh, okay then. Do you all really want to see my pretty face?
Yeah.
After that.
Go.
After that. No, I'm good.
Matter of fact,
Not
keep that
after
shit.
that.
You know what? Keep it on.
Oh, I said yes, but all right, keep it on. I've been outvoted. Keep it on.
Well, I'm gonna keep it on just because since internet is just such a shitty place for all of us now.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, now?
Memulous.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect.
Just me personally, though.
And I took that personally.
Yeah,
Is that-
Christian,
is that-
I think you should roast this guy, bro.
You know what? Just before we end, let's see if we can do straight face thing without anyone breaking. Right on the count of
That's
4.
so difficult.
Oh boy.
3, 2, and it's harder like this as well. So 3, 2, 1, now. I can't hold it. It's just
What's she looking at, Daddy?
Chris is cheating. He's got a mask.
All right, I'm gonna try to mess it up for everyone else now. Yeah.
That's all.
perfect. Thank you, everybody, for. Oh, we'll get the shades back. Okay, shades back.
Shades. Hang on. Where are they? Hang on.
Try doing it like this.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, this is so much easier now. I can be more serious.
Yeah, and I don't have to. My eyes are actually closed, so I don't have to look at anything.
Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts.
Oh, Jesus, that dialogue.
Promotion.
Lotion.
No, I don't buy that.
And with that, thank you very much for watching. It's time to end. Good night. Where is the clip? Where's the clip of RJ?
Everybody show your hands.
And show your hands.
Come on! Open your eyes!
One final time, everybody.
Release the goddamn season 5 review, RJ, you motherfucker.
Spicy when you are.
I agree with this statement.
Stupid.
Oh, God.
Can you appear? Christian, hug your socials in, buddy.
RJ.
The fuck, TC? Hell?
Wait, what? You guys are still alive.